What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Judgmental Wrestlefest. I think that's what I called it. I got my tag team partner, Josh, with me. What's up, Josh?
What's happening? What's going on? How you doing?
All right, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good, man. I got to see Jay,
Yeah,
really conversate with him. That was good. But like I said, Thanksgiving was good. How about yours?
yeah, it was good. I ain't do much. I just went to my father's house first. Then I went over my
Hmm.
aunt's house, and I just stayed over there drunk, ate a little bit, and left.
I know that's right. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so
Like I
what did
said,
you? Where was the dinner at when you met Jay? He came over your house, or you went over there?
nah. Actually, I went. I ate dinner with my uh with my wife and her family and stuff. But
Hmm.
I talked to Jay uh after dinner was over, like I said, we got to hang out and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So salute to Jay. That's family right there.
Yeah,
We all connect.
that's our also a judgmental affiliate. That's who
Yeah.
he's talking about, Jay, who we do the music podcast with. So we're going to give our review of Full Gear, Survivor Series, and the Raw and Dynamite after the Raw after Survivor Series and this week's AEW Rampage. So let's start off with Full Gear at Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey. Did you watch the Zero Hour?
I only caught one match, and that was the Eddie Kingston match. And
I
God
I,
knows,
I just knew you was gonna say that. So I start off with the best friends: Orange Cassidy, Trumperetta, Chuck Taylor, Rocky Marrero, and Dan Hauser beat QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, Nick Camarado, Lee Johnson, and Cole Carter. Dan Hauser poured teeth in Colorado's mouth and it kicked him to the face. 11:46. Hey, look, it was a Zero Hour. I mean, you can't really expect much.
hmm
Next match, Ricky Starks beat Brian Cage. Cage hit a power bomb. There was a spot where see, you didn't see it. Brian Cage hit a power bomb. Then he did a buckle bomb and did a disc hilarious, and then pinned Ricky Starks. Counter two. Starks kicked out of it. Starks slapped him in back of his head, and it was just so strange. And I've never heard anyone talk about it online. So you didn't see it, so I'm gonna make that the clip on TikTok.
okay.
Yeah, after those moves, and it was a counter two. Starks kicked out and slapped Brian Cage hard on back of his head, and I'm like, well, what's up with that? I'm thinking he may have landed on his shoulder or something where he wasn't supposed to. I'm not really sure, but that was kind of
Yeah,
weird.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, so Starks won with a destroyer and a Rochambeau at 9 minutes and 4 seconds. Now here's your max. Eddie Kingston beat Jin Akiyama. Kingston hit a Northern Lights bomb and a spinning back fist, and I wrote down best match. This will probably be the best match of the show at 10:46. Great match, and there's a great emotion because that's Eddie Kingston's favorite style of wrestling, that All Japan strong
Hmm.
style of wrestling. So he enjoyed every moment of it. But my only thing is like Jin Akiyama can barely move. You notice how gingerly
Oh,
he's moving?
oh yeah, he's old. Like I said, he's old. Like he's up there. But like I said, he's a he's a legend. He's a legend in the Far East. He can get in. He got to get in where you fit in. And like I said, that was probably, I personally think, the best match of the night because, like I said, it evoked true emotions from Eddie Kingston. And
Right.
like I said, they need to give that man his flowers while before somebody bigger snatch him up. So
Hmm. Now, does Flowers mean a title run?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. He should.
Now,
He should be in the conversation of chasing the title. I don't care which title it is, tag team, TNT, or any of the ROH titles. He needs to be chasing something
right,
from here on out.
right. So after the match, the countdown. This Full Zero is the countdown to the main card. So as the time was running out, he told everyone to buy the damn pay-per-view, which was great. And they should play that every time they do a countdown show. So that was good right there. All right, the main card. We're gonna start with Jungle Boy Jack Perry beat Luchasaurus. It was steel cage match. Perry climbed the cage and hit an elbow drop through the table. I wrote down 18 minutes and 51 seconds. I wrote down it was a good match, and I'm glad they did a blade job. We'll get more on the blade jobs later. Yeah, that was a good one right there. What was your thoughts?
Like I said, that was a great blow off match. Now it's time for them to go their separate ways as far as what they want to do and stuff. Until Christian gets medically cleared. Once Christian gets cleared, I think Jungle Boy should go back and circle back to where it all started and stuff. So like I said, that was it was very entertaining. Like I said, I personally don't like a blade job.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just stupid to me.
Yeah.
But that was a good match.
I'm with you on the blade jobs, but only for special occasions. Like a steel cage match, someone bleeds, I'm fine with it. Or if it's like a big angle and someone bleeds, okay, I give you that. But well, we can talk about last week's Dynamite, the match with was that Jin Akiyama and Chris Jericho? No. That was Ishu though. Ishii.
Yeah, no,
And
tomorrow Ishii. Yeah,
when he cut his chest. Now that's unnecessary.
Yeah,
And he blatantly did it in front of the camera too.
I didn't understand. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was a good match, good start of the show. Oh, this was another question I want to ask you. Now, what would you do? Okay, would you I personally myself would give Jack Perry a break and reintroduce him as a new character, like not Jungle Boy anymore, just regular Jack Perry. Now, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's a great question. Like I said, that's what Jungle Boy was. Like I said, he's been doing the Jungle Boy gimmick since he started pro wrestling.
Right.
Before his father passed away. If they change, like I said, they change him, they gotta change him really quickly. Like they gotta change him. They might have to change him heel if they want to reintroduce him as Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the famous actor's kid. Blase
Right.
blase. So like I said, it's a toss up for me. Me personally, I wouldn't do it.
Right. That's a good point about reintroduce him as a heel. But like my father and I'm rich, but see, they already got an asshole character already in MJF. So yeah, I'm with you on that one now. That's not going to work. So I guess they should just keep him as Jack Perry, keep him a face, and give him a title run also.
Yeah.
Because it's time, because he was supposed to be one of the up and comers. So it's about time now for him to go on some type of run.
Yeah.
So the next match is the AEW Trio Titles match. Death Triangle, Pac, Penta, El Zero Miro, and Ray Phoenix beat the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Nick and Mac Jackson in 8 minutes and 51 seconds. It was the same time as the Jack Perry and Luchasaurus match. Omega raised Phoenix up for the One Wing Angel, but they had a hammer in the mix. They gave Phoenix the hammer. He was about to lose. He didn't want to use the hammer, but he had to use it anyway because he was about to lose. I'm sorry. So I wrote down great match. And it was stupid. Well, we can talk about it now because it was stupid to make this a best of 7 series. Because when I first saw this, and I said, boy, I sure hope they don't, soon as the Elite come back, they get them the titles again. Then when Death Triangle won, I said, good. Somebody thought some sense of not giving them the title right away. But then it comes out later in the show that this was a best of 7 match. Bullshit right there. I didn't agree with
Oh,
that one. So what is your thoughts?
oh my God, yes, the match was good. Like I said, Kenny, like I said, those six men could put on a great match. Like I said, and you know what though, it was, I guess, stemming from what was it, All Out. The elite put themselves kind of in a difficult situation. As far as you know, when they come back, when they come back, if they win the trios title, that's that they throwing their EVP muscle in there. But if they don't, then they're not that good of a team.
Right.
Like I said, so but now you throw this best of 7 series in the mix. Oh yeah, that was some EVP BS right there. So I
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't want to watch 7 weeks in a row of the Elite and Death Triangle, because
Right.
that's how it's going. You're talking about what, um a month, a month and a half full of the same spots that they do over and over and over again,
Yep.
and you know what's going to happen. Is like you kind of, the writing's pretty much on the wall with this controversial finish. Like I said, it's the Elite's going to take it in 7. Like, like we don't, like, I guess the smart in me know knows what's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't like it.
Right. Yeah, I'm 100% agreement with you. Yeah, I thought that was stupid. I said as soon as they went, I said yes. That's good that they ain't put the belts on Elite right away. Then it comes out of best of 7 series. That's the first matchup. Yeah, that's
Mm,
bullshit. the
pretty
death
much.
spot, the death spot, the TBS title match. My girl Jay Cargill beat Nyla Rose. Rose went up the top, missed the senton as Cargill hit her pump kick and jaded at 7 minutes and 55. Death match spot because everybody was so into Death Triangle and Elite. This was a bathroom break of a match for people, but to me it wasn't that bad. I didn't really think it was that bad. What was your thoughts of it?
No, it was a good match. Like you say, and I think I think that AEW is using the old playbook from the WWF slash E days, from these, let these women wrestle so these men can go to the bathroom and
Right.
whatever.
Mm.
I personally don't think that's cool, because like I said, Jade Cargill and Nyla Rose are two phenomenal um athletes. I don't want to throw the word female out there, but they are two. No, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Like I said, they're good athletes. They're
Uh-huh.
really good. Um, like I said, they know how to work. They know how to work in the ring.
Hmm.
So, and like I said, it was just, it was a good match, but bad timing.
Right, right. People said that this should have been a television match. I slightly disagree because it's a title match, and since all the titles was up at stake on this show, yeah, all the titles were up at stake on this show. Then why not have the women's TBS match on there? So I disagree. But well, it's one spot that they could have taken. I'll get to that when we get there. That one, well, matter of fact, I think it was 2 matches that should have been a television match, but we'll get to that when we get there. A
Mm,
lot of people give Jay Cargill shit because she's green and all that stuff. What are your thoughts of her?
she's improving.
Yes.
She, like I said, from match 1 to what, match 49 or whatever, she's
Mm-hmm.
improved leaps and bounds. Like I said, people could the problem is people can throw shade all they want, but here's the problem. Here's the problem in with people throwing shade about it. They haven't been into a wrestling ring, so like I said, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you like each wrestling session, day by day or week by week, depending on how many days a week you do it. Like I said, you're gonna learn new spots, new moves that you can showcase on television. So
Mm-hmm.
I have absolute like I said, I saw the green in her in match one, but it's what 49 or 50 or whatever.
Yes.
Like I said, she's going to be all right in this industry. So
Mm-hmm.
so the people the people that give Jade Cargill crap about her being green, they can kick rocks with that mess.
Right.
So
Right. I agree. And like you said, she has the look, the athletic ability, and she's not bad in the ring. And like you said, coming from being at that Daisy place and no crowd around to being where she at now, you can give her nothing but respect. I mean, you can
yeah,
tell she's working
yeah.
hard at her craft, and she handles herself well. Did you see her on the Breakfast Club interview?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she
Like
handles herself well on that type of platform. Go ahead.
she knows how to work a mic. Like I said,
Mhm.
she can probably do it all if she wanted to. Like I said, she can like I said, she can cut a promo good. She could probably go on commentary and and break down a match pretty good. Like I said, she to me she right now she has no faults in her game, and like I said, these marks can f off or whatever. So
Right. So we got an RH World Title time. Chris Jericho beats Claudio Castagnoli, Brian Danielson, and Sammy Guevara to retain the title at 21 minutes and 42 seconds. Claudio has a giant swing to Guerrero. It was broke up as Jericho did the Judas effect. Well, he did two Judas effects to pin Claudio. I wrote down good match. Jericho shouldn't really be a ROH world champion, but I get it because they're trying to get a TV deal and they can sell that, Chris Jericho was the champion. So that's how they can get on TV since people would know who Chris Jericho is. But this title should be like Claudio. I'll give Danielson. Guevara, he can be ROH. Samoa, Joe,
hmm
Powerhouse Hobbs. Those people should be the type that go after the Jay Lethal. Those people should be going after ROH title, not Chris Jericho. Like I said, I get it. I understand why he's the champion, because so to sell him to a TV network. So, what was your thoughts on this match?
solid match. Like I said, you got four different four different wrestlers, four unique personalities.
Right,
They're all four of those are technical wrestlers. So it could have, like I said, it could. I was really in tune to this match. This was a good match. Now, as far as ROH and a TV deal, like I said before, if you I mean, like I said, with TNT, TBS, I would personally, if like I said, once again, if I would personally put it on like I don't know, on a streaming live streaming like
right,
HBO Max, since all of them are intertwined with each other. So
right. Hmm.
or this, I mean not the HBO Max, but Discovery Plus.
Right.
I would pay. Like I said, I would pay a monthly fee every month just to watch ROH shows.
Well, you was on point with the HBO Max because that's all in the same Time
Oh
Warner,
yeah,
right? So,
yeah. Time Warner.
because what they said that I don't know if this is confirmed or not, or just a rumor. The HBO was trying to get into sports, live sports with the streaming. I don't know
Hmm
what sport is it, and they were selling that ROH can be involved in, this type of sporting situation. So I think that'll be best for the stream, because you have movies and TV shows, and you'll have the sports also.
And that's a good look. That's a good look. Like I say, you not only people that don't pay money for HBO Max. Like I said, they'll pay money now.
Right,
Like like people that didn't buy Peacock finally got Peacock for WWE events.
right.
They just like I said, they need AEW need to do something with ROH and the TV deal.
hmm
So
RH pay-per-view is next week, by the way.
yeah, final battle.
Yeah. So next match we have Soraya beats Dr. Britt Baker. Soraya hits two Fisherman Busters for the pin, 13 minutes and 24 seconds. Another death spot, and this was the first match that shouldn't have been on television. What is your thoughts?
I
I
I
mean,
would
pay per
say
view. I'm sorry, pay per view. It should have been on TV. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
like no, and I kind of agree with you. Yeah, it was like I said, it was a restroom break match. Shouldn't have been because that was Soraya's big return or whatever from having deemed that she would never wrestle again. So
Right.
and like I said before, whoever's booking the shows, whoever booked that show is pulling the old playbook from the old WWF. So like I said, Britt Baker, Soraya, they're pretty good. I
hmm
mean, that was a pretty good match.
Right. Next up is the ROH TV title match. We have Samoa Joe beats Powerhouse Hobbs and Warlow to win the title. Joe had a Coheed clutch on Hobbs and he passed out. So he won the title with 9 minutes and 56 seconds. I wrote down good match. And I said that the 13 minutes and 24 seconds should have went to them and not Sarai and Dr. Brick Baker. What's your thoughts?
Man, didn't I say before that Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs should be in a program together?
Yeah.
I think I said that on the last Wrestlefest.
Yeah.
But uh, but like I said, I love the fact that they added Samoa Joe into the program. It made for good television. Like I said, I love Samoa Joe. Like I
hmm
said, because he can talk. Like I said, he for a big man, he can move in the ring. And like I say, and for him to be a double champion like that, the quote unquote king of TV, love it, man. I love it. If they put that on a shirt right now, I might buy it.
Now, do they have the card? Has the card been released for this ROH pay per view?
There's a couple matches. Casanoli versus
Jericho.
Jericho,
Yeah.
yeah, for the ROH title. Willa Yuta and Daniel Garcia for the pure title.
Mhm.
And I think they just added one last night. Swerving Our Glory versus Shane Taylor and Jay Gritty or Giddy
Mhm.
in a tag match.
Okay, because the question I want to ask you is Powerhouse Hobbs going to get a big push or a title run? Because you see, 2 weeks back to back, they've been showing those vignettes of him in Oakland. So it's
Hmm.
something going on there.
And they should put him on a championship run.
Right.
Um, he's one of the homegrown talent, so I
hmm
don't I don't see why not.
Right. Next up, we have Darby Allin and Sting beat Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett in a no disqualification, no count out match. Uh, Darby used a death drop and a coffin drop on Lethal at 10 minutes and 55 seconds. I wrote down this match should have been on TV. And I also wrote down for Sting to be 63, I think he's a damn good bump taker.
Yeah, he is. Like I said, I love Sting, and I give him all the props in the world. I just wish he stopped doing it because he's getting to that age where I don't want to see him take that last bump.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, as for the matches, for me, it was dry.
Yes.
it was a piece of pound cake that stayed out too long. So
And the one of the matches I was looking forward to, the AEW World Title match. It was interim at this time, but it turned out that it was the World Titles match because Rosa dropped the belt, or where they dropped it from her. I don't. Is something going on there with her with AEW, or she's really hurt?
no, she really is hurt.
Oh,
I read the reports and they don't know how extensive the injury will be, but I never, like I said, I never liked the word interim.
mm-hmm.
Interim champion. Like I said, it means at that point in time it exists but don't exist. It's in a limbo.
Right. Jamie Hayden beats Tony Storm. Hayden beats Storm with a ripcord lariat at 15 minutes and 16 seconds. I wrote down good match, and I'm glad they put the title on Hayden too.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
but um, yeah, no, Jamie Hayter as a champion, good match. It tells for a great story with the fact that you had two former friends involved, from another part of the land. Then you add Britt Baker interfering with the match. I'm I'm waiting to see the shoes to drop where Hayter turns on Britt Baker or Britt Baker turns on Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
For pursuit of the title.
Right. Right. I think I don't know. Well, no. I think that Baker is going to turn on Hayden because the crowd loves Hayden, and Britt Baker
Yeah,
is a good heel, so that will still keep her as being a heel. And I hope this isn't a quick title run. I hope she have a long, nice title run. Also,
yeah. Look, the problem I have, the problem I have with that though is, like I said, they don't give females like a lot of time on television. Um, like I said, you rarely saw Thunder Rosa after she won the title. Like they didn't give her enough. Personally, they didn't give her enough time as the top women's champion.
right.
Like I said, I'm not saying that Jade Cargill is a secondary champion, but the TBS championship is supposed to be the secondary champion to the AEW Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see, you don't see, you know, Jamie Hay. You didn't see Thunder Rosa or Tony Storm like that. Uh, getting a lot of TV time. You more so saw Jade Cargill. Not that I don't like Jade Cargill, but like I said, that's a secondary title though. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So, but
Right. So next up is AEW Tag Team Title Match time. We got the Acclaim, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster beat Swerve and Gloria, Keith Lee, and Swerve Strickland. There was a funny spot in this match. It was the Max Caster. He did a dive. Was it? It was off the top rope onto the floor on Swerve Strickland. So
mm,
he did the dive. Now he's like standing. Now Max Caster is leaning on a barricade, standing next to West Side Gun. So he give West Side Gun a pound, and now Swerve is on the ground. Now Swerve is on the ground in front of West Side Gun. Max Caster is on the side. So Max Caster give West Side Gun a pound. Now Swerve is supposed to be selling the dive. He also gives West Side Gun a pound while he's on the ground. And I'm like, damn, nobody saw that. Am I the only person that seen that? Did you
I saw
see?
that too.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
So the match ends with Swerve had pliers for to use to Swerve had pliers given to Keith Lee. Keith Lee said no. So Swerve slapped Keith Lee in the face, and Keith Lee walks away. Burns rolls Swerve up with a close two. Cashman springboard back with a missile drop kick, and they load Swerve up for what looks like the Magic Killer, only to flip him forward into a double slam. 19 minutes and 41 seconds. I wrote down good match, and I wrote down I hate the breakup, but you said that they was going to be on the ROH pay-per-view, so I guess they ain't breaking up.
I don't. Yeah, they. Yeah, they. For right now, they're not. They're not broken up. But like I said, that's for another. That's for another time. Uh, I personally thought that it was kind of dry, and the reason I say that because you got veteran talent like Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. You know, I personally think they didn't carry. They didn't carry the match. They didn't carry the match like they should have. Where because you got, like I said, the Acclaim is good, but like I said, they're not. You know, they're not as they're still to me they're still kind of green.
Right.
You know, they're green for TV. You know, they're green for champions. So I wish the veterans would have carried carried the match a little bit more for
Mm-hmm. Now, a question for you: does Keith Lee need to lose some weight? Because he looked rather like tired, lethargic, somewhat.
Yeah, he's always been that big, but I think Father Time is catching up with him.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I think he in his late 30s,
Yes.
but you know he's always been that size. But like I said years ago, he moved like a cruiserweight, even in his time in NXT. And I don't like in his time in NXT, he moved like I say he moved with the best of them. Like I say
Mm-hmm.
he was doing tope suicidas from and like I said he did hurricanranas. So
Right.
I don't like I said I think Father Time is catching up with him, and he might need to get a little bit healthier, but I don't think he need to lose weight though.
Okay. Main event time. We got the AEW World Title match. MJF beats John Moxley. William Regal turns on a Blackpool club, slides MJF some brass knuckles to hit Moxley with for the pin, and won the title at 23 minutes and 6 seconds. Very old school feel. I thought it was a good main event. I'm glad Moxley didn't bleed or anything like that. So
Oh Jesus Christ, yes.
that was good. What was your thoughts on the match?
It was a solid match, and I, I kind of knew that something was going to happen that wasn't that involved cheating. That's MJF. That's MJF's thing. You
Right.
know, he's an old school. He's an old school classic heels in terms of Nick Botwinker or Ray Stevens. He's going to do some dirty stuff. So
Right.
for people to think MJF is going to finish the show, that he was going to finish the match clean, is absolutely out of their mind.
Mm-hmm. It was good also because people thought that he was going to go babyface, and that shows you that he'll be a heel, and he did extra heel stuff, but we'll get to that one. Um, we can talk briefly about last week's Dynamite. Now, you wanted to talk about Ishii and Chris Jericho match.
That was a good match. Like I said, Tomohiro Ishii he's an incredible wrestler,
Yeah.
and like I said, I don't know why they don't, let him get a run for a New Japan title like right now. Like I
Mm-hmm.
say, You know, he was a never open weight champion and all that. And like I said, Chris Jericho, uh, like I said, he is a good wrestler. Like I said, he's one of those wrestlers that's going to be that's built to last. You know, with his marketing skills, he's gonna stand the test of time.
Right. Right.
So
Yep. And he's also playing Lance Von Erich in that Von Erich movie coming up. I don't know
mhm.
why they gave him the fake Von Erich. I don't know why they could make him one of the real Von Erichs, but they gave him the fake Lance Von Erich. So I'm assuming he don't have a big part.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like I say,
So
Even Lance Von Erich knows he was supporting Von Erich.
right. So we'll go to this week's Dynamite at Indiana's former Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana. John Moxley started off with a promo saying that he was the top of the food chain and no one's going to tell him different. Page showed up, returning Heyman Page showed up, and they brawled. So what do you think of this that promo?
Well, it goes back from the incident goes back from where John Moxley accidentally concussed Heyman Page.
Mm-hmm.
So that unfortunately that's the nature of the beast of the business. Like I said, and I think it's gonna lead to a long drawn out feud where we won't see John Moxley into a title picture, which is good for me.
Yep.
Which is good for me. Like I said, I don't mind him. I don't mind him being in a in a mid tier role right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I 100% agree. Next up, Brian Danielson beats Dag Hardwood with a label lock submission at 14 minutes and 42 seconds. Good match, but I thought it could be better. What's your thoughts?
I love Dex Hardwood. Not like I said, he's an old school wrestler. It's like if Tony Blanchard was on Tony Blanchard was on a roid rage.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
like I say, he can go. Dex Hardwood can go with the best of them. So
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Brian Danielson is Brian Danielson. Like I said, uh, a technician.
Right.
He's a mechanic. He's a mechanic in the ring. So that was to me that was probably the match of the night.
Okay, well we can go here. There's the MJF promo. Next up was the MJF promo where he took brass knuckles and punched William Regal on the back of the head. William Regal did a stretcher job. Now they're saying that he's going to go back to WWE in a backstage role, but Meltzer said that he's still under contract with AEW, and there's something going on there. I don't know what something going on there is, but my thing is this is for CM Punk. CM Punk was going to come back with William Regal as the manager. Now you just said that Moxie and Adam Page is going to be in a feud with each other, so that takes them out the title picture.
Mm-hmm.
That takes them out the title picture. So it can be CM Punk and MJ. So CM Punk and MJF was going to already they were supposed to have their thing together until the incident happened and CM Punk got injured. But I
Yeah.
think I think this is a stretcher job for William Regal, so CM Punk can go. Because another thing is, I'm from the school. If CM Punk is really going, you wouldn't mention him. And they always low key mentioning. You don't watch Being the Elite on YouTube, right?
I do. I
Okay,
do.
you
And
see, you seen it this week how they was talking about how they gonna treat us in Chicago and all that stuff.
yeah, and I give you one better. That match. I bet you that you were going to talk about that match with the Elite and Death Triangle in Chicago. I mean, yeah. Where you saw Kenny Omega bite Pac's arm or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, that was a big middle finger to CM Punk. So
Another thing, hold that too. At the Full Gear, did Omega do a go to sleep?
no, I think he did that at the he did that at at Dynamite.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he did that. He did the dynamite. I mean, he did that. He did the go to sleep and the arm bite on a dynamite when it was in Chicago when they was screaming F the elite, F the elite. So
Right. Yeah. So you're not gonna keep mentioning them. Well, they're not mentioning them by name, but they're doing little subtle stuff. If he's not gonna be around, so I'm thinking that William Regal and is going to be the manager for CM Punk.
yeah, can we talk about how ugly that title is?
The Burberry, the
Yeah,
Burberry.
yeah, they call it the Big Burberry belt. That thing,
Yeah.
I don't want to cuss. 'Cause I got my wife and daughter in another room, but that thing was effing. That thing's ugly.
Hmm.
That is the the most god awful design I've ever seen on a title belt. But
Right.
that was just that's an ugly belt.
So next up, Ricky Starks beat Ariel Devani with a Rochambeau in 22 seconds squash match. I don't know why they would put this match on. They could have done something else for that for those 22 seconds. You have any thoughts?
Nope.
Right.
Look, a squash match, maybe 4 minutes, but 22 seconds, 22 seconds, you're not showing much. So I can't, I'm not going to speak on it. So let's go to another match.
Okay, real quick. On this day and age, when everyone's looking at ratings and match breakdowns and all that stuff, if you was running the show, would you put a squash match on these shows? I'm talking about like Dynamite, Rampage, and Raw and SmackDown. Those shows.
Only if they're debuting.
Okay. Hmm.
Only if they're debuting. Like I said, I remember Bobby Lashley's debut match against Simon Dean. That was a squash match. Maybe like 5 6 minutes to showcase Bobby Lashley.
Right.
Like I said, if you know who the superstar is, if you know that you're pretty invested in that superstar, why have a squash match for 22 seconds?
Hmm.
That gives you that's no time whatsoever.
Right. Right. Next match, Willow Nightingale beat Anna Jay with a powerbomb at 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Ruby Soho showed up back from her injury, back from her nose break to attack Tay Mello. Surprising that Willow won this match. I was thinking this was going to be another squash match also. What's your
Mm-mm.
thoughts?
Love Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
She's like I said, she's one of those wrestlers that that you have to root for, and that's not a bad thing to have to root for someone because, like I say, she comes to the place with a positive attitude. She comes, you know, her music is bubbly, her personality is bubbly. Like I said, you want to root for someone like that. So
Hmm. And I wrote down that Anna Jay and Tay Mello needs to go to Japan, especially Tay Mello. But Tay Mello doesn't do enough judo stuff for me.
no, mm-mm. And she used to do it in NXT. That's what she was known for.
Right.
But
'Cause
I don't.
I think that's what made Ronda Rousey cool because she would do those judo throws.
Yeah. So I don't like I said. I don't see why she won't do it now. I mean, I don't see why you know, um, Camelo won't do it now. It just makes no sense to me.
Right. So Jay Cargill came out with her baddies for her celebration. Jay said they got rid of the trash Kiera Hogan and this Velvet and Layla for hanging out with Kiera. Bow Wow interrupted her on the Tron and said that he was done with his tour. He has time on his hands, and he said that TBS title does something for him. So I think that okay, here's a question for you, Chris Statlander. is teaming up with Bow Wow, or Red Velvet turns on Jade. Red Velvet or Leia or both of them turns on Jade, and Kiera, they go with Bow Wow. They have a true group with Bow Wow. What are your thoughts?
All right. Let's let's address the elephant in the room real quick. Uh, why do Bow Wow come off like a stalker in that? And when he was on
Right.
the, yeah,
Uh,
he gave me. No, I don't want to say that. He gave me creep. He gave me creep vibes.
right.
Nah. I think what's going to happen is he's going to team up with Kiera Hogan. She's going to make a run for Jade's title.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
So,
I don't
so
think
no Chris Statlander.
I don't think so. No, I
Okay.
mean, I will personally be surprised. I'll personally be surprised if they do that, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Right. Main event time. We got the Elite beat Death Triangle to go from 2-0 to 2-1. Pac was going for the Raid Arrow. Man got his knees up for a pin for 12 minutes and 15 seconds. This was the worst of the matches so far. And like you said, it's turning dry. It's getting dry now. Now, are they gonna continue this for 7? I don't know.
Yeah, they will. They will. I can tell you right now. I can tell you that uh, Elite's going to win next week. Death Triangle. Death Triangle will win. The third one.
Mm-hmm.
The Elite wins their third one. I'm not going. Well, but yeah, they're going to wind up winning. The Elite's going to wind up winning seven matches. To me, it's going to be stupid, but and it's just to me, it's going to be uh, the executive vice presidents throwing their weight around.
Right. Right. I don't know how executive vice presidents can go into a room and I'm threatening to hit, or let's just say get involved in a fight. They get suspended and still be executive vice presidents. And
Like I said,
CM Punk is the bad guy.
like I say, he should have. I he shouldn't have said what he said.
Right.
But yeah, during that medium scrum, I don't know why they still doing these stupid medium scrum. Like I said, it's 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 stupid if you ask me.
Hmm.
Um, but like I said, to me, I should have. Everybody should have known that it was going to go down this way with with the Elite. They will come off. It was going to come off like a bed of roses. Nothing was going to happen to them, and I guess in the world all be forgiven. So,
Hmm. Yeah, because I don't think why would you give gift wrap angle for WWE with CM Punk? That wouldn't make any sense to me.
mm-mm. To me, it don't make no sense.
Right.
So no, like I said, the rumor mill is going bonkers right now, and I like I said, sooner or later they're going to have to wrap this up.
True. True. So we're gonna go to Survivor Series at TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. We got Team Belair, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and Mia Kim beats Team Damage Control. Bailey, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, and Nikki Cross in 39 minutes and 35 seconds. It's too much was going on to give you a breakdown, but I just wrote good
Mm-hmm.
match. Good match. It laid out well. Good match. What was your thoughts?
Man, you have got to give. I don't even want to call him Triple H no more. I want to call him Paul Levesque. So you got to
Mhm.
give Paul Levesque. You got to give him uh, uh, a round of applause. Who would have think that you can mix Survivor Series with War Games together?
Right.
That was an amazing concept. Now, can it be done every Survivor Series? No, I don't think so.
No, they said that this was going to be the whole. This was going to be every Survivor Series is going to be War Games.
Oh, is it?
I think I read that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Like I said, no, the concept is good. Like I said, I guess I'm a traditionalist where you should have War Games, then you should have Survivor Series. If but I don't mind them you know flipping the script a little bit and taking you know the War Game concept with with the War Game concept with Survivor Series. I think that was a good move. I mean, do I hope it happens again? Yeah, but I personally think it should happen. What, every other year?
Right.
You want to leave the people guessing.
Hmm.
But as far as the match is concerned, and that's and I noticed this with every War Games that they had from you know in WWE, not so much in WCW, that it starts off slow. It's a slow build, and it turns into it turns into a whirlpool of chaos, which I have no problem with that. Um,
Hmm.
now the ladies did their thing. I I saw nothing wrong.
Yeah, agreed. It was a good match. Next up was AJ Styles beat Finn Balor with a phenomenal forearm at 18 minutes and 24 seconds. Phenomenal forearm is just a forearm off the top rope. A good match. Well, the two guys together, you already know it's going to be a good match anyway. So I can't really nothing much to be said. What's your thoughts?
Uh, before well, the match was good. Like I said, those two, they're gonna put on a spectacular match. But let me let me say this. Uh, Michael Cole started the match off busting out facts about these two, and like I said, they talk about their time in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They talk about their time in in with the Bullet Club, and then you hear Corey Graves say, "Wow, the people on Twitter love you."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but you know what though? That was refreshing. Like I said, you can't. To me, the you can't ignore the past that that some that some wrestlers have. Like I said, that's like saying that's you can't. They back in the day when Vince was running, they used to try to whitewash a lot of the facts back in the day. That's like saying, well, you try to whitewash the fact that LeBron James played for the Miami Heat and won two
Mhm.
championships. You can't whitewash that. I
Right.
said that's seared in the back. That's seared in the back of our minds. Like, and AJ Styles, Finn Balor, like I said, he even gave a knock to the Prince of being in New Japan.
Hmm.
Like I said, that those those that little thing turned into a a gigantic thing as far as the storytelling is concerned. So, like I said, the match was good. The match told a beautiful story, but the commentary before the match, you know, gave you know gave what the forward before the before you read the book. So,
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Next up, we have the SmackDown Women's Championship title match. Ronda Rousey beat Shotzi 7 minutes and 13 seconds. I wrote down this match should have been on TV, and I also wrote down how does Shotzi get a title shot. And I also wrote down Shayna Baszler. The best thing about this match was Shayna Baszler's new T-shirt.
Now, like I said, I'm not saying that the match wasn't good, but you know, unless you find someone a little bit as superior as Ronda Rousey, or even a little less, you're not really gonna have like a good women's match.
Right.
So they gotta hopefully they have someone that can get on her level. And I hate to say it, but it'll probably be Charlotte Flair when she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and this was a death spot, like you said, the women's match that you go to the bathroom, have a bathroom break with, or go to the concession stand, one or the other, because you went in between two good matches.
Yeah,
same thing.
Pretty much.
United States Championship title match. We got Austin Theory beat Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley at 14 minutes and 51 seconds. Rollins stepped off Theory's back and gave Lashley a curb stomp. Theory perverted the cover, so Rollins gave him a superplex. Rollins was going to a transition into a Falcon Arrow, but Lashley spared Rollins. As a result, Theory fell on top of Rollins and pinned him. I said the match was okay. Bullshit win because that's a fluke win for Austin Theories. They killed this guy so he must have did something. He must make the back mad or something because they keep killing this guy like that. What's your thoughts?
Austin Theory.
Yes, because I thought he should have got a world title run. I thought he should have got a cash the briefcase. Listen, they need to bring Drew McIntyre. It's the Bloodline. That's the only main eventers. Well, who else? Seth Rollins is a U.S. champion. I don't know if you want to put him in the main event. Well, he deserves to be in the main event space, but I don't know if you would consider the United States title a main event title.
All right, so Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus. Those are probably the four guys right now, and maybe AJ Styles. Those are the 4 or 5 guys that you're gonna have that can so-called make a run for Roman Reigns undisputed title.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally think that that's not going to happen until WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania will be Roman Reigns send off. Now I don't know who that person would be that's going to chase him for the title. Like I said, I said it before that that Austin Theory will probably get a run at a world title after WrestleMania. I personally think he's a 5-tool player in the pro wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the look, he's got the body, he got the skill set, he got the mic skills. Like I say, he know how to carry himself. So like I say, give Austin Theory some time to to I guess develop himself as a whole. As far as the match concerned, it was a good match. Very fluke win. Just passed out. Throw the arm on the chest, and he gets the win.
Right.
Yeah, that was funny, but that was a solid match though.
And it also saved Rollins and Lashley from doing the job pretty much. They can still keep them strong.
Yeah.
We got main event time. We got Seth Rollins. We got Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Solo Stalker, Jay and Jimmy Uso beats Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Butch at 38 minutes and 32 seconds. There was a Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens wasn't really touching, and Zayn gave Owens a low blow. Zayn looked at Roman Reigns before giving Owens a hell of a kick. Jay saw what he did and he hit a splash on Owens for the pinfall win. I thought it was laid out well. I don't know when I see that Roman Reigns is involved, I'm assuming there's Paul Heyman's is doing lining out the match. I'm not sure.
Yeah, producing the match. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was laid out well, and it was a storyline match. It was a storyline match with Sammy and Kevin Owens. But yeah, I thought it was laid out well. Good match. What's your thoughts?
No, it was a very good match. It told a beautiful story. Like I said, it was a really good match. Like I said, I love. I can't say it enough how much I love the war game concept with Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 rings, 1 cage, 10 superstars. Like I said, you can't like I said, and the story of betrayal. You throw a story of betrayal in there and trust. Like I said, that was a good match. You're right. It did lay out a story.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I like the spot where when it was time for one of the members of the bloodline to come in. I think it was Jimmy Uso. He was about to run in there.
Yes.
Roman Reigns pulled him out while
Yeah.
he was sitting in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled him back in and said no. He didn't even say that. He pointed at Sammy and said go.
Yeah.
Which
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was good. Like I said, you could say sometimes with Roman Reigns, you can say a lot without saying nothing, and that was pretty good.
Right, I agree. Now we have Monday Night Raw at the Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. Raw starts off with Becky Lynch. She's happy to be back and thinks she should be with the people. She goes into the crowd to high five everyone. Bailey comes out and says she's sick of hearing about her and doesn't care what the fans think. So Dakota Kai and Io Sky attacks Becky Lynch, and they all brawled at the concession stand. Well done, laid out well. I thought that was a great way to start off Raw this week. What was your thoughts?
Yes, it was. Like I said, Becky Lynch, her name carried weight. So it is good. It was most of the time. They put their best foot forward, and like I said, Becky Lynch was the best foot forward at that time. So, that it's a good story to have.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Next up, Rhea Ripley and Mia King went to a DQ at 7:02. AJ Styles had came in, and the referee had called a disqualification. And the brawl had started before the 8 persons match. So I just read the 8 persons match because it's all both connected with each other. All right, so you got the after they brawl, the match started. 8-person tag team match. Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor beat Mia Kim, AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows at 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Mia Kim went after Dominic, but Ripley kicked her leg out and hit a riptide for the pinfall win. We already knew that Mia Kim was going to do the job because it's Mia Kim. Yeah, they were keeping everybody strong. Rhea Ripley isn't taking any jobs like that. Not now because she should be on a title run also. What are your thoughts on this?
And Rhea Ripley will be. Like I said, she's been probably the most consistent female wrestler for past 2 or 3 years. So like I said, she's going to get her run back at the title. And like I said, and not to say I don't like Bianca Belair, but her time is running out. Like I said, and I think Rhea Ripley's gonna take care of business.
Right. So the Street Profits are back. They said things has changed since they are gone. Next segment we got the Bloodline and Kevin Owens. Well, the Bloodline showed up and they were happy celebrating their win, and Sammy Owens is a part of the family. Kevin Owens showed up and said he didn't want to attack or hurt Sami Zayn or anything. So, well, I'm gonna talk about this now. When you said that the main event for WrestleMania, I'm thinking that the main event for WrestleMania. Well, Twitter had I got in a conversation with someone on Twitter about they think the main event should be Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, and I said it's way too early for them to break up the bloodline like that. And see, I think the main event to WrestleMania should be Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And so this right here, this angle right here is kind of setting up for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to get back together to go against the bloodline. So they may be right. That may be the main event of WrestleMania. First, another before you answer, what happened with The Rock? I thought The Rock was supposed to go against Roman Reigns this year.
Man, please, man, Rob making too much money. Like I said,
Oh,
he make a hand over fist in Hollywood. Ain't no way. Like I said, I'd be surprised. I would be surprised if he even makes an appearance
mm-hmm.
on on uh on WrestleMania. He said I say he's the movie star. So why would people think that he's gonna you know uh be in a match with his cousin,
Right.
so to speak.
Well, you see, they tried to sell it on the TV show.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Young Rock. Yeah.
yeah. I've seen that little Easter egg. I just right to me, I honestly don't see it happening. Um, yeah. Talking about acknowledge me.
Right.
But like I said, I just to me, I don't see that happening. Like I said, Rock, Rock making way too much money to be coming back in the wrestling ring and vying for the title.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what you think about Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns?
Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns,
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Uh, nah.
I agree. It's too
Yeah,
early.
yeah. Not that, not that. Um, you know what I honestly think is going to happen. Um, that there's going to be some type of betrayal between Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. It's in particularly with the Usos. Um, and with Kevin Owens. I honestly think the Bloodline is going to turn on Sami Zayn,
Mm-hmm.
and and Sami Zayn aligns with Kevin Owens. So
Right.
that's what I think is going to happen. That's going to be the tag team match. I think that's going to be the undisputed tag team match at WrestleMania.
Okay. Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Right. All right. The Street Profits defeated Alpha Academy at 12 minutes and 1 second. 4-pin Gable after a big frost splash. I wrote a good match, and I wrote, is Dawkins underrated?
Yeah, he's underrated.
Okay, I
Hell yeah,
thought it
he's
was just
underrated.
me. Because everybody
No.
talk about Montez. Montez should break up and go single. But I'm like, Dawkins has gotten better, like within like a good, but maybe like a year and some change.
Hmm.
Like he's really stepped up.
I think what people get out of it is that Montel Ford is the talker of the group.
Right.
You know, he's the one that speaks. And like I said, he's a little bit more athletic than Angelo Dawkins, but that doesn't mean Angelo Dawkins, you know, uh, can't get that work. I mean, can do that work. He can. So
Right.
you know, Yeah, Angelo Dawkins need better promos, a little bit more promo skills, but there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I honestly agree with you. Angelo Dawkins is underrated,
Okay.
extremely underrated.
Yeah, I thought it was just me because everyone always talk about Montez and don't mention Angelo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin Theory is up next with his promo. Seth Rollins comes up and calling him boy, and I guess they're going to have their feud together. So that also might be a WrestleMania match, also them two, and that'd be a good spot for Austin Theory also to have that spot on WrestleMania with Seth Rollins.
hmm
Right.
I honestly think that that's gonna be a match for the Royal Rumble,
Okay.
which I think that happens what 2 or 3 weeks from now.
No, the
No,
Royal
no.
Rumble's in January, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
January. I get my days mixed up.
Mm.
Um, no, I think that's gonna be a match set up for the Royal Rumble.
All right, you
With
mentioned Royal Rumble. Is Ric Flair going to be one of the contestants?
Ric Flair? Hell no, I hope not.
That's what he was saying, that that he wanted to be one of the contestants in the Royal Rumble. It's not
Man,
a bad idea if you think about it.
no,
He can
it's a
get his
terrible idea
how.
because what Ric Flair is what in his late 60s,
Mm-hmm.
and did we just talk about his last match not too long ago?
Yes.
His last match where he didn't look the best in shape.
Well, he was
No,
hurt. He was hurt before he was hurt, and they wanted to call a match off. But I guess since it made so much money, they didn't want to stop anything.
yeah,
So
no.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
you got to think of some people that can come out as a surprise.
Uh, you got Kevin Nash. Um,
That's a good one. Good one.
yeah, you got Kevin Nash. He can make a surprise. Goldberg maybe. Um,
I don't think they would put Goldberg in a Royal Rumble.
they have before, so why wouldn't
Ugh.
they?
Don't they
You
want
know,
to? They want to save Goldberg for like main events and foreign pay per views.
uh, they they don't have to save him. They don't have to save him for the main event. I mean, like I
Mhm.
said, I'll take that back. No, the Royal Rumble is a main event match.
But okay, yeah, it's a main event match. But when is he going to? Is he going to be like the last man, the last three men, the last four men standing, or?
Mm. If I'm not mistaken, when he was in the Royal Rumble with the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar,
Hmm.
uh, he he wasn't in there as far as the last four. So like I said, I don't think that. I mean, he could be, but and like I said, then they can dig the Undertaker back up and let him have a Royal Rumble run.
Right.
But like I said, Ric Flair in the Royal Rumble is disastrous in all in it'll be a disaster. That's like you know telling the oldest living man to get in a NASCAR race to start driving.
Next up, we got an Anything Goes match. Dexter Loomis defeated The Miz in 9 minutes and 55 seconds. Loomis does his sound submission for the win. The best thing about this match is when Loomis stole Miz's money and was giving it to the crowd. He gave it to the little kid, and the little kid looked at it and see if it was real. That was the
That's
best
a
thing. Go. What was you about to say?
that was an old callback to I think it was WrestleMania 1 where Andre the Giant, Big John Studd.
Yes. Hmm.
So, but go ahead. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I don't. That's the only thing I don't like. Miz nor Dexter Loomis. So that's the only best thing about it was the kid. He got that $100 and he looked in the air like, "Is this real?"
I, I would think so too. Don't you remember what WrestleMania with and when JBL came out and it started ringing $100 Bradshaws?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
And the Miz took the $100 from the kid, and who gave it back?
Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano gave the $100 back. That was the best thing about the match. I think Dexter Lumis is stupid. His gimmick is stupid, and I hate the Miz. I mean, he doesn't do really much for me.
Yeah, but like I said, and the thing about the Miz that you got to appreciate, he's been doing this over 10 years. Hasn't been in a significant injury, so
True.
so whatever he's doing is working for him. Now Dexter Loomis on the other hand, like I said, that's been his bread and butter ever since I forgot his name when he was in
TNA.
TNA when they called
Impact.
him
Yeah. Hey, I know you're talking about.
TNA Impact, yeah, when they called him a creepy bastard, and
Right.
it stuck ever since. So I can kind of appreciate the similarities in the gimmicks then and now. So
All right. Next up, we
thinking
have.
what you know.
Okay. Next up, we have Candice LeRae beat Dakota Kai in 12 minutes and 19 seconds. LeRae hit a swinging neckbreaker off the middle rope for the pin. I thought it was a good match. That was
It
a good
is.
match. Yeah, that was a good match right there. And I think that, like you said, they probably looked at that as like a little bathroom concession break. Yeah,
The like and like I said, I'm not calling him Triple H. I'm calling him Paul Levesque. That's he groomed all these you know the independent NXT stars into superstars and to WWE. And like I said, that's going to be the next generation of talent as far as I'm concerned with women's championships and stuff like that. So
hmm backstage interview: Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. Belair talked about how Lynch was proud to be on the team and winning with her, and Asuka was excited as a win. And the Kelly asked Bliss about her response, and she was in a trance. And then she snapped in and then started talking about her about the Survivor Series match. I'm sorry, I meant to say Survivor Series in the beginning. That's what they were talking about. So I wrote down going back to Bray Wyatt.
that's what it looks like.
Right.
But like I said, even then, I don't know. No, the whole Bray Wyatt angle it's kind of like it's doing what it's supposed to do, and that's swerving people left or right. You don't know what he's doing and what the angle is taking him. But I kind of I as a fan, I want to see where this is going.
hmm
So I'm gonna wait and see.
Main event time. We got Kevin Owens beat Jay Uso in 21 minutes and 54 seconds. Jay went for a splash, but Owens dodged it, hit a stunner for the win. A good match, and I liked how the crowd was into it. The crowd was so into it, and that makes a match
Mm.
so special when a crowd is into a match. What was your thoughts?
Nah, I think everybody loves Kevin Owens even when he's a heel because before you know you take away the promo, you take away the promo and you got a good wrestler.
hmm
So I have, like I said, and Jay, like I said, the Usos gonna do their thing. I don't care which one it is. Like I said, yeah, like I said, it was a good match all the way around.
Right. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch Dynamite and Rampage this week's Dynamite. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't get to watch this Rampage and SmackDown. So, what was your? Did you say you only seen like a little bit of it?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of um Dynamite. Uh I ain't seen none of the Dynamite, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Like I said, it to me, like I said, eh, let's just all right, let's just face facts now. As far as I'm concerned, WWE is has got the leg up on WWE ever since
Uh,
Triple H has taken control.
you mean WWE got the leg up on AEW?
I'm sorry, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Triple H is, you know, taking, taking he's taking things that he learned from ECW. He's taking wrestlers that's been on I mean not AEW but NXT. He's taking, like I said, ideas that he's done for NXT, and he's made it, he made it his own. And you've got to appreciate how he's changed things. Like I said, it's entertaining, but you can call it wrestling now.
Hmm.
Like I said, you know, you you're back to invested in pro wrestling.
Right.
And like I said, if anyone, like I said, when you're listening to this, trust me when I say this. I'm not deterring you not to watch AEW or even Impact Wrestling. Like I said, at fir- I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all pro wrestling. I don't care what it is and where it's at. Stuff for the death, man. Them shit's are stupid. But nah. But like I said, pro wrestling, pro wrestling is back. Like I said, but I just personally think that WWE is getting the better at AEW right now.
Mm. Well, see, the thing about that is, it's okay. Triple H does have a lot to do with it, but the main thing about it is the personnel. The personnel was already there, but they weren't used properly. Now you have Ricochet was killed, and he bringing him back because I already know. I didn't watch SmackDown, but I already know he won that World Cup. What was it called? That
Yeah,
World. I already
you
know
the
he won
SmackDown
that.
World Cup.
Yeah, so that gives some. What do you win if you get that? Do you get a title run or?
Yeah, I was looking at the Twitter feed, and it looked like Gunter. Oh God, I hate that name. Uh, he came from backstage and held up the IC title in front of Ricochet. So I think that's what's going to happen next.
Okay, which would be great matches right there.
Yeah.
So okay, you bring him back. Rodriguez, she had that match with Ronda Rousey, and they just killed her. Now you got to figure out how can you bring her back in that same situation.
Hmm.
The personnel is there. Okay, like I said, Triple H, he is important, but you already got the personnel. You mentioned Gunter, Ricochet, Rodriguez had that good match. The personnel is there. Now compared to AEW, okay, now we're not going to talk about the old stars. Let's focus on the AEW stars. Most of them are green, just starting, which is not bad. I'm not calling them bad or anything, but they're not Ricochet.
No, well, like I said, they like I said they came from a similar back. They came from a very similar background as Ricochet, in the Indies. And
Right.
there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with uh coming from the Indies and putting the grind in and doing what you're supposed to do. Like I
Hmm.
said, there's nothing wrong with that. My thing is, you know, they need they need seasoning, and
Yeah.
they need to get in, like I said, they need to get in programs with each other. New guy versus new guy, and I'm seeing the trend in AEW where you put this this new guy versus this established star, and so
Right.
on and so on. You know, like I said,
Like you
either
said about the Samoa Joe and the Warlow and Powerhouse
uh,
Hobbs. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, either it's gonna go really good like that match did, or it's gonna go really bad, and what I think the Acclaim and Swerve Our Glory was. Like I
Hmm.
said, I don't. So I personally want to see, guys like Orange Cassidy versus Ricky Starks, or um best friends uh versus FTR. No, not FTR. The Acclaim.
Hmm.
Like I said, and, I want to see an established star like Jay Lethal versus Samoa Joe again. You know, and like I said, I want to see this match between Chris Jericho and Claudio Castagnoli. Like I said, those
Hmm.
are two established stars. You know, uh, going after something, which I think is going to be a good match.
Right.
But they AEW needs to stop putting these young young talent versus old talent. It's just like I said, it's going to be a hit and miss every time.
Hmm.
So,
Right. That's what they should start doing with Jungle Boy. Put him up
yeah.
against established because it's about that time. It's that time now.
He's starting to become an established star. So put him in a program. Put him in a pro. I say put him in a program with after Samoa Joe drops the TBS title. I mean TNT title with someone younger or something.
Right.
Let him have it with a young guy.
Right. Now, January is New Japan's. Are they naming it the Antonio Inoki Memorial Show? It's not Wrestle Kingdom this year, is it?
I thought it was.
No, I thought they had named it the Antonio Inoki Memorial Show.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I don't know the card, but that should be our next show. Is it a 2-day event or just one?
No, it's 2 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
that should be our next show. I always like those really good matches, and I'm surprised that no AEW guys aren't on there. Uh,
yeah, not yet, not yet. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see Lance Archer and John Moxley bleeding somewhere. So
see, I would like to see our younger guys get on there, like
oh
Dante
yeah.
Martin, and yeah, give him some
Hmm.
experience in doing that. Or his Top Flight can be on there. I keep forgetting that his brother is back.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
forgetting he's back. Both of
yeah,
them can have a tag match with someone.
yeah. But that team is cursed.
Yeah, because he
Someone,
keep getting hurt.
yeah.
Dale, I sent you that Stardom show. Did you watch it?
I have not, but I will. I will tonight, though. I
Hmm.
appreciate you sending me that.
Yeah, those Stardom women, they got a high work rate. I didn't watch the New Japan and Stardom joint show yet.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah.
So,
All right,
uh,
y'all. Josh, do you want to give your social media?
all right. I'm Josh Evans on Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok. I am the Big Stat. That's STAT.
And you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at the2_judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. All right, thanks, Josh. And we can't leave without your your call sign.
All right. Get your mind right and get your stats up.
You ain't say it right.
Oh, come on, man. All right. I got you. Get your mind right and get your stats up, baby.
All right, there you go. And have a good Christmas. Did you start your shopping and everything yet?
Yeah, my wife did. Nah. On a serious note, before we get out of here, if it wasn't for my wife and whatever, like I said, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now. So I want to give her love. I want to give my daughter Sophia love, and I want to give a shout out to my in-laws, Bill and Bell. So
you want to give your wife first name on here?
Erica.
Oh, okay. It's like you didn't want to say it at first. You just said my wife. Then you start shouting out everybody else's name.
Yeah. But and my father-in-law gave me the middle finger. So.
All right, Josh. Tell everybody I said hi.
Absolutely, man. Hey, love y'all. Have a good Christmas, and I'll see y'all. I'll see you at the next Wrestlefest.
All right, you too.
All right, take care, man.
You too. All right.
Bye.
Bye.